21st of August, 2025. I land in New York, alone, afraid, in a city I've never been to. Crowded streets, blinding lights, endless chaos. And somehow, I have to navigate it all by myself. And oh, in case the glasses didn't give it away, I'm also legally blind. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what does it actually mean to be legally blind? Well, for starters, you get to smack people with this whenever you want. That's always fun. Nah, but seriously, blindness is different for each person. To better understand my world, I want you all to do a little activity with me. Raise your hands in front of your face like this. Now imagine all this area your palms are covering is super blurry. The center is a staticky gray fog, and you can just start to make out details beyond your elbows. That is what my world looks like. Now imagine you're on the streets of New York. You can't read the signs. You can't tell if someone's smiling or frowning at you. You don't know if they're holding a phone or a knife. How does that make you feel? Do you think you can spend one whole week in New York like this? For most of my life, I didn't either. I wanted to travel solo, learn to surf, run a marathon. But those dreams felt impossible. I felt lost in my life. And I know that we have all felt that way. We all have those crazy dreams that we want to accomplish, but we don't think we're good enough. Whether it's our eyesight, our circumstances, our appearance, we don't believe we're capable of living the life we want. But today, I will show you how to change that. I will show you how you can embrace your true identity and find your direction. And spoiler alert, it all starts with vulnerability. For me, the journey began when I met one little girl. July 2025. I'm in California, volunteering at a summer camp for blind people. After the camp, I want to go to New York. But when my friend cancels, I cancel as well. There's no way I can travel to New York on my own. But then she arrives. 6 years old, tiny backpack, and a white cane stretched out unapologetically in her hand. My job as a counselor is to guide their group to their cabin. But she, with her cane out, decides to go ahead of everyone else to find her path on her own. Not behind her guide or holding on to her mother, ahead, alone, into the unknown. In that moment, I have to ask myself, if this little girl is so unafraid to take on her unknown, why can't I? I realized it was never the blindness that was stopping me, but rather my refusal to accept it. You see, deep down, I was still ashamed of who I was, ashamed of needing a cane, afraid that people would judge me. But she didn't care. She had fully accepted her identity and chose to own her cane, own her vulnerability. So, that day, I made a decision. And a few weeks later, I landed in New York. Now, my first night there is one of the most challenging yet rewarding nights of my life. I want to walk to Times Square, which is about 20 minutes away from my hostel. But I don't know if I can do it. As soon as I reach my door, all my fears come rushing back. Don't go out alone at night. It's too dangerous. You're going to get robbed. And I almost give in. But then I think of that little girl. Would she hide and cower in her bedroom? Or would she go out there and fearlessly face the streets of New York? So I take a deep breath, pick up my cane, and step out into the unknown. One tap at a time, one step at a time, I start making my way through the streets of New York. At every corner, I want to turn around and hide. But using my cane as my compass, I keep going. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. No shadows jump at me. 15 minutes go by. Still, no one tries to rob me. Instead, people are offering to help. Slowly, my confidence and excitement starts to grow. Maybe I can actually do this. I keep going. I start seeing bright lights on the buildings, smell the street food in the air. And oh wait, is that the famous New York song? Now you're in New York. Da, 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 da. There's people dancing on the streets. I keep going. I keep going. And then, before I know it, I'm there. I'm standing in Times Square. I had done it. I had made it to Times Square on my own. But more importantly, I'd learned to accept this. That night, I realized something. My cane was never my weakness. It was never the crutch. It was never the crutch I made it out to be. But rather, it was a compass guiding me forward. By learning to embrace it and own my vulnerability, I'd finally found my direction. And remember that little girl at the camp? She had no idea how she was going to find her cabin. But she had her compass in her hand. So the next time you feel lost in your life, whether it's a career or a relationship you're struggling to navigate, lead with your vulnerability. Let vulnerability be your compass and find your direction. Thank you.